Confronting the North Korean threat, the rogue regime claiming it has successfully tested a new type of intercontinental ballistic missile capable of reaching the United States. The missile landed in Japanese waters yesterday, but it flew higher than any other missile the North has previously tested. Here's what President Trump and Defense Secretary James Mattis had to say about this latest move. They were at the White House yesterday.
A missile was launched a little while ago from North Korea. I will only tell you that we will take care of it.
The bottom line is it's a continued effort to build a threat, a ballistic missile threat that endangers world peace, regional peace, and certainly the United States.
Meanwhile, neighboring South Korea responded by carrying out live fire exercises, launching one of its own ballistic missiles. Joining us right now from Washington is House Financial Services Committee member, Congressman. Joining us right now, Blaine Luetkemeyer. Sir, good to have you on the program. Thank you so much for joining us.
Great to be with you this morning, Maria.
So, Congressman Luetkemeyer, you're coming to us from Missouri. Obviously, the president is going to be coming to Missouri. I'm going to get to that in a moment. But first, let me get your reaction to this latest test out of North Korea.
Well, it's very concerning because, we've been trying to put sanctions on them and trying to get everybody in the neighborhood to help us to bring this guy to the table to negotiate this situation down from the precipice that it's getting to. And at this point, it doesn't seem to be working, but I think we need to continue along those lines to try and press this dictator into coming to the table and beginning to realize that this is a no-win situation for anybody.
I mean, do we know what he's looking for? I mean, what is North Korea looking to achieve here?
Well, I think you look at the past 25 years, it's pretty obvious. They want a nuclear device that they can be a big boy at the table with regards to world activities. And so they're headed down this road. The past administrations, both Republican and Democrat, have been unable to stop this development. And at this point, it's a big problem that's been dropped in President Trump's lap that, it's not a matter now of if, it's a matter of when. This individual gets the bomb, and then he's going to upset the balance of power in the entire neighborhood there in the Far East.
Congressman, just a comment and then a question. I mean, we've been waiting for China to kind of put the hammer on them. Sanctions only matter if China, abides by them. So where are you with respect to our relationship with China? We just had, obviously, meetings in Asia the president had recently with the summit. But where do you think this goes? Because without China putting the hammer on them, it's really, anything can happen.
No, I think you're right. I think that the concern is that they won't do anything, but I think it's in their best interest, and at some point they will have to become engaged. They don't want a united Korean peninsula. So they like the balance the way it is right now. Unfortunately, I think what you're seeing is them allowing the North Koreans to be a little belligerent. And if you're in their position, stop and think about it. By them doing what they're doing, they get a read on us as a country, as well as the president, on how we would react to certain situations. And so they're getting some really beneficial information as to how we would conduct military operations and responses to a military confrontation. And so the dangerous game that they're playing, though, is if they allow this to go too far, this guy could step over the line and then endanger the entire peace structure of the region over there, which is not in their best interest.
Yeah, well,
so how far they go, that's a good question.
It feels like just another fishing exercise. It's a good point to see how we react.